All right. Mount Motes, I don't know. That's interesting. We'll see how he does. But with that being said, it's time for the NFL Draft. Let's get right into it. The Jaguars are on the clock, and we are pick 32. I don't like how far down we are. Let me see where Priester is in terms of corners on the board. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's 9th. If he's gone, I'll be really sad. I'm going to trade up to like 20. If I start seeing corners go off the board, I'll trade up for him. With the first overall pick, by the way, Tom Brady's on my shirt. With the first overall pick in the 2019 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select quarterback Ben Gordon. With the number 2 overall pick, the Oakland Raiders select Hamilton, DT. Wow. Did not expect that. Wonder how Thomas Sam is going to do. The Browns take the wide receiver. All right. Javier Russell is now off the board. All right. Voorhees Priester is the guy who we want so badly. I know I'm ahead a little bit. It's all right. Next up, left end. All right. Another corner off the board. That's 3 in the top 10. Trade up for a wide receiver. We need that corner. We do. 32. And Tank Carradine. All right, they declined that. Ravens are a team that we need to trade up for. 32. Next year's second. Oh, one of the seconds. Next year's our second. And a 5th round pick this year. Okay. Priester is still on the board, and I've had bad experience with the Buccaneers taking players I want, so we're going to trade with them. Tampa Bay Bucs. Give us that pick. How do you feel about that? Because they need a corner. Okay, first and next year's second to get that pick. And just like that, we are going to take Voorhees Priester, 21-year-old corner, out of Wisconsin. That's a damn good player that we just drafted. $78 overall? That's not 78 overall. That's a 21-year-old at 78 overall. I've been to an Arena Football League game. 87-man coverage for a rookie who's 21. That's fantastic. Patriots take a quarterback. Another corner off the board. Another corner off the board. So, yeah, we needed to take him. Welcome to the Swami Squad. Voorhees Priester. What's up, Kyle? There goes Sam to the Texans. Okay, Pearson off the board. Another tight end. I don't like that. Tight end's fast and furious so far. Okay. Let's see my draft board. His tackling being a 48 is nothing for us. Let's see. Players who we're watching. Players that we are actually watching. Denard Mack. Somebody, but it's Terrell Curry who we want. We want him pretty badly, too. In my description, there's a link to the sliders, as always. All right. Should the 49ers get Vernon Adams? Absolutely. All right, Jarrell Paul is off the board. Okay, Albury went to the Bucs. So they ended up taking a corner anyway. There goes Damon Harrison. Dent. There goes Black, someone who I was looking at. There goes CJ Jackson. There goes Russell. Okay. Let's take a look at the draft board. Let's pause for a second. Players on there. Denard Mack is still around, but the player who we're looking for is Terrell Curry. I'd really like Terrell Curry a lot. We don't have a third-round pick, so what we can do is... I'm okay waiting, because there's a player a little bit later who I'm okay with, but I'm a little nervous. Okay, there goes Mack. Please be there. Only a couple more picks. No! The Steelers! Terrell Curry, no! No, no, no. Oh. Tevin Culliver, someone who we were looking at too. We can trade down a little bit. All right. I've took my deep breaths. Yes, they should all follow Bias Bulls fan. We're going to trade down here. That's the question. That'll be the difference. Where's Washington? Oh, they're down. Can't. Oh, I don't know which Cleveland pick it is. That's second rounder. Where's Washington? Oh, they're down. Can't. Oh, I don't know which Cleveland pick it is. That's second rounder for... Let's see picks. 67, that's the range. Mid-60s, or low 70s. Okay. Next year's fourth. How about that? I'll throw in a sweetener fifth. Oh, perfect. That should be perfect. Okay. Lake Voorhees. I love the sound of that, honestly. There goes Hester, Jordan, Evans, Russell, Lumpkin, Hunter. Okay. So now we can trade down one more time. The Rams, the Vikings, the Seahawks, the Giants. Those are the four teams. Rams, Vikings, Seahawks, Giants, Rams, Vikings, Seahawks. No one for 2019, eh? We're the Patriots in this. Now we're gonna settle for this. We're gonna make the pick here. We're gonna take Culliver. You're gonna take that tight end, Tevin Culliver. Okay, 74 overall, 84 speed, good catching, good acceleration. Really, it's his awareness that lowers him so much, but he's a pretty good blocker too. All right, Tevin Culliver, mid-third round pick. It's fine by me. Okay. So we got our backup tight end to pair with, what's his name? To pair with Bernie Lauderdale. What do I think about Bartolo going yard? It's one of the best moments in baseball history. That's what that was. Okay, there goes Kurt Riley. Not a ton of talent in this draft. There's some good late round picks, but nothing too spectacular. That's why I'm okay moving up and down a little bit in the middle in the first 2 rounds, because there aren't a lot of players who we look at that are like, yay, good. There goes Ace Gilmore. He had some issues with late nights, which is why he fell to this point anyway. He's a really talented player. We might have taken him if he was around by the next pick, but couldn't really expect that because he's very talented. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know how I just called Bernie Lauderdale that. That bothers me, but you know, what are you gonna do? There goes Dion Buchanan, Mr. Mendenhall. Terrell Curry should be a lot better than Culliver, but you know, he also went well ahead of him. There goes A.J. Hunter. Oh, Tamario Jordan. That was a good pick. We were probably going to pick him up if he was still there. Our pick's coming up. Mel Kiver thinks I reached on Voorhees. Well, he'll be proven wrong like he always is. All right. Watched players. Yeah. A lot of guys off the board that we wanted. Like I said, this is not a very good draft. The question is, do you reach here? Because you can't trade. Three, 4 pass rush, right? 3-4 run stopper, never mind. 'Safety, anybody? Not really. I was keeping my eye on the timer. You didn't need to worry about that. I just like doing that to people. I know it's a dick thing to do, but yeah. 4-7-6. 4-6-3. Four, 6, 8. How old is he? 23. No. A lot of the talent is gone already. Very top-heavy draft. Take Will Bryan? No. All he's got is pursuit. He's slow. Tremaine Curry or AJ Patrick. He's 22. He's 23. I'm going to reach and take Tremaine Curry here. 77. Okay. Look at that run blocking, though. 91 strength, great stamina, great impact. That's a good player right there. Impact blocking is really hard to upgrade, so he can be a good player for us. Darvish helps the Rangers a lot. Okay, there goes Pearson. You're going to be drafting a lot of really developmental players in the next few rounds. Unfortunately. Oh, we can trade this one. Definitely trade that for next year's 4th. All right. Best closer in the league right now? I don't know. The Browns willing to trade me for nothing. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm going to go Martwan Austin with this pick. Good player. Very good player out of Troy. 90 carrying, decent speed. Good player. All right. So we're not getting any of these studs that we're used to getting, but there aren't really many studs in this draft. Next year's 4th. Trade that with Dallas. The Browns are the Browns. We'll trade with the Browns. All right, anybody worth mentioning coming off the board? Not really. There goes AJ Patrick. Yeah, I'll show practice. I'll show who we drafted in a sec. After this pick, I'll show it. Randall Franklin, he's a possession guy. That doesn't look like a possession guy to me. Smith, not fast enough. What do you mean by sell your team? Rashad Cole. Let's look at the wide receivers. So Cole's really tall and good. Ernest Joyner, 4'6'5". He's 21. 4'5'2". 4'5'7", 23. We'll go Rashad Cole. Big-bodied wide receiver, good jumping, bad release, but good hands. Someone we can throw in. Fine with that. He's a developmental player. I have no idea if this is the right time to quit Madden. They shouldn't be offering me a 4th-round pick still. It's a little late for that. Getting to the end of the round. Yeah. Not fast enough. No real speed left. Probably why those guys fell so much. Chad Scott. B+ power move is always useful. I think we're going to go to Montre Austin here. Just a decent player. Just some extra depth on that at that middle linebacker spot. Now we can advance on to our next user pick. Bryant's already gone. All right, we trade that away, and we'll have one more pick left. Our 7th rounder. It is Mr. Irrelevant. Mr. Irrelevant, who is somewhat relevant. I traded him for a 5th and a 6th next year. Not bad. Bryant went to the Dolphins. Anyone with real speed in here? No. Brady Johns still the quarterback. Athletic player, but no. Gerald Drummond. I think we're going to go with a wide receiver here. I think we take Margarito Mendoza. Not Margarito. Dijon Cox? Yeah. Nice. Yeah, we'll take him. Okay, we got a 68 overall, undrafted free agent, rookie wide receiver. There he is. That's actually a pretty good player. 5'11". Look at that agility. Okay, we got actually a pretty decent player with Mr. Irrelevant. He might make the roster full time. All right, now we can save it. We'll take a look at everybody's information. We'll actually cut that out into a separate video. One sec. All right. We don't need a kick returner. We got 2 of those, but I mean, he could actually be a decent wide receiver for us. He could compete. 50 release is obviously a bad thing, though. Let's take a look at these rookies first. Well, first off, we need to go to take a look at the Steelers. Terrell Curry, 78 overall. 82 catching. Good impact. Good jumping. Decent release, decent route running. 84 speed. He's a good player. Not much better. Not much better. Release matters a lot for wide receiver. So now we can take a look at the players that we drafted. Voorhees Priester, Tevin Culver, Tremaine Curry, Martwan Austin, Rashad Cole, DeMontre Austin, and Dijon Cox. Not bad at all. Not a ton of awareness from the group, but that's fine. Let's see. So we go through any studs. KJ Parham. Don Black is a good player. You know, he would be. See any late round steals? Ben Gordon, Brendan Jordan. Okay, not so far. Everett Cole, good player. The first rating is if my scheme was balanced versus anything else. Okay. Ooh, 5th round Jordan Parks. Good player. Jimmy Perez. 74 overall. Dallas Blake. Ben Hamilton. Chad Evans, 3rd round. Yeah, I haven't found much value later in the draft. 2 quarterbacks for the Rams, plus Tevin Timmons. Not bad. Malcolm Randall. Mario Jordan, that would have been a nice pick to have in 4th round. But thanks, Ravens. Michael Jordan. Ooh, Karis Henning, 80 overall. Javier Russell. Marcel Lumpkin. He is actually a really good player. I didn't even consider him. That's a good player. Let's see, anyone else worth noting? No. 46 overall DT. Good job, Steelers. Thomas Sam. Kurt Riley, 79. Andre Curse. Jarrell Paul. Josh Garner, Matt Hunter. Yeah, there's really not a lot of really great players in this draft. Ace Gilmore, 75. Malcolm Jordan. Ooh, Browns had a good draft. Wes Thomas, Antoine Russell. Good first three players. Lucas Clausen, Brett Bowles, Josh Donnelly, CJ Jackson, Jacques Mason, Casey Pearson, AJ Patrick, 73, not bad, fifth round value. AJ Cole, O'Brien, 68. Yeah. Denard Bush, 81. So there's some good tight ends in this class, but outside of that, not much. Will Newton. And last but not least, Daniel Bryan. And that's it. So we got pretty good value. There are really no good players in this draft. It was pretty bad, honestly. That's why I was okay with not having too many picks. We did prepare for next season in terms of draft picks, and I do use an Elgato, yes. Just see it first, third, fourth, 1, 2, 3, fifths. We have some picks. Oh, that was for this year. First, second, third, 4 fourths, 2 fifths, 2 sixths. So we traded down a lot because we didn't really have a lot of value in this class. It was really just a terrible draft. Take a look at Dundrekis real quick. And what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to have to be right back. It'll be a little bit of time. Dundrekis is now an 80 overall. 95 tackling, 87 speed. He's so good. Oh, I love Dundrekis Smith. Yeah, I'll be back in about 5 to 10 minutes. And at that point, we'll go over the development. And we will go over the practice for the team and the schedule draw. But I'll need some time, so give me a few minutes, all right?